Okay, I'm back in. Everybody has left, so I'm starting part 2 of the live stream that I was just doing a minute ago. And we'll see if anybody comes back in. I'll stay in for 5 minutes and see how that goes. Okay, who just came back in? I'm missing a day. A day. I know you had to. Well, if you see this in the replay, just know I'm sending much love and light out to you. I know that you had to go in a hurry the last chat on Sunday, so I hope everything's okay. Okay. Thank you, Elrise. Thank you, Empress Sahar. I'm sure Bonafide is back. Okay, I see 5. How's it looking, Empress Sahar? How's it looking, Elrise? Is it okay? Hey, welcome. Welcome, Emperor Craig. How are you? Bonafide. It looks fine now. Okay, great. See, they was just trying to, we started talking about Prince and all of a sudden, they wouldn't let us be great like him. Because I love me some Prince. Oh, y'all, sorry, I'm just trying to stretch my leg. Oh, here come Lucky Wucky, you all. Come here, Lucky. Come here, Lucky. Come here. Sound check. Thank you, Bonafide. And here comes. He got up. He got his little toy. He been trying to tear up like crazy. Say hey. Say hey. Okay. So I'm hoping that Tiffany can come back in and won't have any problems. Craig, how's it, Emperor, how's it looking on your end? We'll probably just go Lucky Claus. He loves wearing clothes, Emperor. He does. He really does. He loves putting on clothes. I saw something cute for him today, but I was just like, you know what? I just spent a nice grip on him. You like wearing clothes too, or you like putting clothes on your pet? Okay, thank you, Stone Cold, and thanks for coming back in. Thank you all. I want to send some love and light out to Empress Ade, Empress Ivy, the Sahar's daughter, Empress Sahar's daughter. Yeah, I still can't see her. That's weird. I'm going to check it out after this, and I'm going to see what's going on. Because it's crazy, because if she was blocked, you all wouldn't be able to see her. If she was blocked from the channel, anything, which I have no reason whatsoever to block her, nobody would be able to see her. When somebody gets blocked out of the channel, nobody can see her. But anyway, I wanna send some love and light out to Empress Ivy, Empress Ade, because like I said, Sunday she left kind of rapidly. I don't know what was going on. Empress Yapa, I don't think anything is wrong or going. I just want to send some love and light out. Also to Emperor Burrell Jordan. He was up all night and all day today. Couldn't go to sleep at all. Tired. Could not go to sleep. As I'm very thankful and grateful for everybody who has been supporting me and coming into here and coming into the live chats, supporting the channel, sharing the channel. You know, please make sure that you all are subscribed and make sure that you check your notification bells. As long as you're getting a notification, it's cool. But when I saw that only like 20-some% of the people that were like checking out one of my videos actually came from, you know, getting a notification, and it was like 50-some% that was coming from somewhere else, and then the rest was spread out. I was like, that's kind of weird, but I've been hearing people say that they've been having problems like that too. So Right. I like that song. I like that Prince song too, Bonafide. I want to be a lover. I like Adore. It is. I mean, his catalog is man, mad crazy. And they said he still had a bunch of stuff. A bunch. I just can't. They were talking about it. Morris Day and Wendy Williams. They were talking about They were talking a little bit about, you know, they didn't understand why things weren't intact as far as his will or so, but you know, especially with the amount of music and stuff that he had, the amount of money that he had, that there was no will or something. So, I mean, we knew that back when he passed away, when his sister, you know, came out and was like, well, blah, blah, blah. I'm taking over this, that, and the other. And, you know, controversy. That was one of my songs now, Bonafide. I did love Controversy. Little Red Corvette was kind of cool. It all depends on the mood that I'm in. But I'm telling you, when I get off of here, and Bonafide wants you to do it too, just play 1,000 Hugs and Kisses. Just listen to the words. That song just makes my heart happy. To think if I could really just feel that way. So when you listen to a Bonafide, just listen to the words and just, you know, try to vibe with what I'm saying as far as like if I was singing that to somebody and I actually felt that way, as far as them working so hard and blah blah blah, and yeah, yes, Stone Cold, Lady Cab Driver, yeah, definitely. It's so many. It's so many between him and Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross. Oh God, Barry White, Teddy Pendergrass. I could go on and on and on. So many people that were just out here that produce great music. Again, Fela Kuti, he was political, definitely very political, but awesome, awesome. And his sons, Femi and Sean Kuti, they're definitely, you know, great as well. Is Tiffany still in the room? I feel bad that I can't see her, but I'm gonna check it out when I get off of here. So Elroz, Emperor, what do you have planned for today, for later on today? Okay, Bonafide said sometimes the artistic mind and the rational mind are not necessarily in accordance with one another. It may have never crossed his mind to outline a will as he was creating so much, possibly. And then honestly, man, when I think about, I don't know. I think about it more now, I guess because I have a child, you know, I think about stuff like that, definitely insurance, all that type of stuff, since I've had my child. Prince didn't have any kids. He had one by, I forgot her name, begins with an M. She was on that show with the other ones, Eddie Murphy's ex-wife and R. Kelly's ex-wife or whatever. But anyway, they had a baby and they never really said what happened to the baby, what was wrong, but the baby didn't survive. Are you working out? Okay. Okay. Yeah. They had a baby together. And I don't know, you're right. Maybe he was just so stuck on concentrating on his music. He was a genius. Everybody that talked about him, even Bootsy Collins and Bootsy Collins mostly, he talked about him being like Bootsy back in their days, because I'm a big Bootsy and George Clinton fan. I mean, number one fan. George Clinton is like my number one. But he was speaking about how smart he was when it came down to the business, that he was on top of things as far as the business. And he was like, extraordinary because not only could he play like so many different instruments, but he knew the business very well. So that's why I couldn't really comprehend why he wouldn't have thought about a will if he was so much into the business part of things. And Bootsy and them was like, man, he came in and he got the money, he got everything that he was supposed, that they should have gotten too, but all they thought about was just playing. They just want to play. And he was smart enough to know, about the contracts, about all different types of things, and he got paid. He got paid well, but then, when they started trying to put limitations on what he could do and everything, that's when everything started changing, and then he got out of his contract or whatever, or started his own company. Munchies for your love. You've been listening to that all week. I'm so sorry, Tiffany. I'm still sending you love and light. I don't know why I can't see you. Because like I said, we used to talk in Hangouts often. It was you and one of your friends. Oh, thank you for the 4 more people that came in. Make sure you thumbs up and join in the chat. We're not talking about a whole lot. Right now we're just talking about music. If anybody has any hair questions or nutrition questions, there's plenty of people in here to talk about all of that. It seems like I keep getting a glare when I lean over this way. So let me lean this way. Okay, Bonafide said Prince is one of a tiny number of people whom I've considered to be a self-actualized human being, someone who has genuinely lived up to his absolute potential. They're extremely rare. Okay. Yeah, Prince, he was definitely a genius. How do you feel about Michael Jackson? Did we mention Michael Jackson at all? Because I think he was fabulous too. I definitely think he was definitely a fabulous artist. As well as watching, I don't know if you all seen This Is It, but when I was watching him and how he was about his music, how meticulous, how on point and everything he was. Yeah, I think both of them were geniuses. Michael Jackson and Prince. Prince, because of the instruments. Michael, he had a very, very, very good ear. And then I heard that Prince, like after all the shows, he would like do he would go over the show instead of like celebrating because they did a show or whatever. He would go over the show and show people, point out to everybody what they did wrong. That's how much of a perfectionist he was. Him and Michael, I think both were perfectionists. With Oprah, Michael Jackson, and Oprah Winfrey, Empress, Sandra. Yeah, I love them both. Emperor Craig. Yeah, I saw one interview when she went down to what was it called? Neverland. Yeah, when she was there at Neverland, I think he had on like a red shirt, but that was such a long time ago. I mean, it's easy to pull it up. But This Is It was a good one. That was like the grand finale. That was it. For real. That was supposed to be the tour, but that was a good one. The one with, okay, he had on a red shirt and he was sitting back talking to Oprah. I think in the one, This Is It. Did anybody, if you saw This Is It, man, when I saw him going, he went shopping and he was just like, I want one of, was it that? I think it was This Is It. And he was just like, I'll take one of those. They also did they did it where they had somebody else acting as him and showing how he was like going to this particular store that was like really high price, and he was picking out like different things. I think he was Christmas shopping. And then one of the security guards was like, yeah, but we didn't get paid yet. And he was like, well, I need you to hold this, like, Blanket would like this. I need to get this for Blanket. And he was just like picking out expensive stuff. And he was just, right. Bonafide, yeah. Bonafide said that Michael Jackson was a fabulous artist and performer. The difference with MJ is that he was born into stardom and his father thoroughly groomed him and his brothers into the music business. But Prince's father was in the music industry too. Now, I'm not going to say that he groomed him like Michael Jackson's father did, but Prince's father, he was into music. Say Prince was essentially a renegade in his genius. He was just awesome. I love the fact that he could play like a lot of instruments. That was the thing. I thought that was just on point. I mean, because when you can play like many instruments, I mean, you have to have a good ear. You have to be able to hear like everything that's going on. That really tightens up your senses to me, as opposed to somebody who just comes in and just sings or whatever. But Michael Jackson had a great ear as well. He knew what he wanted to hear. He knew if one thing was off, he was like, wait a minute. I remember somebody was like, yeah, but they tried to like come back on him, and Michael Jackson was like, no, da 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 da. And he was like, yeah, LOVE. It's all in love. But let me tell you, I know about my music, and this is the way it's gonna be done. And I was like, say that, Michael. Say that. You I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance. And really, when I'm out and about, I don't like to take in a lot of H2O because I don't want to have to use public bathrooms and stuff. So before I left, I didn't take any water out with me. And so now I'm just like feeling like I need to hydrate. No, I don't, Bonafide. Mm-mm. I mean, it must have been like what, in the 80s? From the 80s or so? And it had to have been short-lived because I really don't remember. Prince was just, both of them were kind of like, how can I put it? Prince was just so laid back and cool to me. He really was. And he was funny. Just like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, too. He had like a really good sense of humor. Everybody said that about him, but you could just see like touches of it. But Prince, when I would see like a lot of interviews with him, he was very funny. And another thing that I liked about him was his style of dress. I loved both of them actually. But Prince more so. I liked the way he was able to break out with like different things, and he had people right there at Paisley. What is the Paisley Park that made his clothes right there, right then and there. When he wanted clothes made, they were there to make it. But he didn't have a problem with throwing on lace. He didn't have a problem with, whatever, ruffles and tight pants, whatever it was. He didn't have a problem with it. And that just reminded me, like, back in the day with the P-Funk, with Parliament, George Clinton, all them, they wore all that type of stuff, big hats, crazy wild hats. I've been in so many of their concerts. It's crazy. It was so tight. I mean, I did get a chance to do a candle for George Clinton and meet him in person when he was downtown, a couple blocks away from my house performing. I actually got a chance to meet him because one of the guys that I met him on my own, but one of the guys that I had a studio with, at the time, he was cool with him, and he was supposed to be giving him the candle, but I actually was walking down the street and ran smack dead into him at the hotel, near the hotel that he was playing at. And he was everything. One thing I said about George Clinton, as real as he is, like on stage and in interviews and everything, he was just that same person. You know how sometimes you can meet somebody and they don't come off as being the person that you admired or really liked or whatever. He definitely lived up to being as cool as I thought he would be. He was very, very cool. And then when I told him who I was friends with, he was like, oh yeah, cool, cool. He's supposed to be going down to the studio with me. And I was like, yeah, I know. I know. Okay, Bonafide said it was only slightly alluded to. Yes, it was in the 80s and very short-lived. Okay. It was like people were arguing a bit about which one was the greatest of all time. They both were great in different ways. I think so. I think they both were great in their own ways. See, I like Prince again because he did play instruments. And he could do a million splits. Michael Jackson, and he definitely was a great entertainer. Definitely, I love, his ear. He had a great ear. Yes. You know what my favorite song is? Martial Law School. Maggot Brain. I'm sorry. I love Maggot Brain. Maggot Brain, I have to hear that. If I go to a concert and they don't do Maggot Brain, I got a problem with that. But I haven't been to one yet that they haven't done Maggot Brain. It's just, oh God, the music and Maggot Brain is just awesome. Wait a minute, did Empress Sahar come back? Okay. Let me just make sure I don't have to plug in yet. Cosmic Slop. Yes, Elrise. Oh, let me get the cord. Empress Sahar said I won a radio contest in which I had lunch with the Commodores and went backstage after the concert. That's cool. I love Tina Turner. Bonafide. Tiffany, yes, I love Tina Turner. To this day. Still do. Let me plug in, y'all. Let me just get the cord. Okay, how I'm gonna do this? Give me 1 second. Let me just, y'all keep talking. I'm gonna plug in. Whew. I gotta slide past this table. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Now, my one of my girlfriends from high school, her mother, when she was younger, she actually traveled with George Clinton. She kicked it with them. She she wasn't really a groupie per se, but she loved his music or whatever. But she traveled around with them for a while. Yeah, it only took me 60 seconds. I just had to walk to the. Thank you for waiting, Empress Sandra. I just had to walk over to the other table. It's not like before when I didn't want to bring the cord. The cord in this room because I always do most of my editing, not editing, but the end of the video editing thing, stuff that I have to add in tags and all that type of stuff in another room. This room is not well lit up without these lights, these 2 lamps that I just got last year. Lionel Richie. I remember when we had the Chicago Fest. That was the first time I seen him. It was called Ice. ISIS. Sorry, just having a little bit of noise in the background. Isis. Come here for a second. Thank you. Thank you, Bonafide. I keep sitting on it. That's why I just went ahead and just. You okay?
No, he asked me what happened to him for 2 days.
Yeah, I just put him up because I when I jumped up to go get the cord, I sat back on him again. So Lucky is really chilling today. He's just straight sitting at the end of the table. He's not even trying to engage. Oh, and Bonafide, thank you so much for subscribing to my cousin. A lot of live. She started her channel just a couple years ago. Oh wait. Okay, am I buffering? Because I just got a notice. He has 2 different Christmas. He has 2 different Santa Claus outfits. But this is the one with the hoodie. This is the one that you probably saw, Empress Sandra. No, I think you may have seen the other one. He's had this one on a couple times, and then he had on his gingerbread outfit. I have another reindeer one that he just it's too small for him, and he doesn't. When I try to put his legs in the back of it, it's for a dog that's probably about 7 to 8 pounds, and he's 15 pounds. But it says extra large on it, so I'm like, extra large what? Extra large cat? Because it definitely isn't extra large on him. I'm gonna take these earrings off. Just call me a BK. Bonafide. Hey, Mars Attack. I thought about you the other day. How's everything going, Mars? Have you seen what is his name? I don't want to call him by his, well, not what is it? Not Nation. I don't know his first name though. Have you talked to him or seen him lately? Hey, Lucky Wucky. Mars Attacks is in Canada. Thank you, Empress Sandra. Yeah, Bonafide. Say this one has a hoodie too. Say the other one doesn't have a hoodie. This one has a hoodie. Oh, his name is Jonathan. Okay. You know what? He's been putting. I'm gonna have to go. I haven't been to his channel in a while. I have not been to his channel in a while. Now I remember when you were asking me something about channels and stuff, Mars. That's who you need to talk to. I mean, I think he has probably what 100 or some thousand subscribers now. Say hey, Lucky Wucky. Okay, look, wait a minute. Let me see if he'll do it. Okay. Lucky, give me a hug. Oh, he ain't gonna do it. Lucky, come here. Come here, Lucky. Come here. Come give me a hug. Go around. This is something I taught him you are. Give me 1 second. Come here, Lucky. No, go around. Come here. Lucky, come here. Jump up here. Come on. Give me a hug. Jump up. Oh, he don't want to do it. Yeah, he has over 100,000 subscribers. I remember when he was like at under 50. I remember when he was trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. Empress Sahar. I love you, my sister. Okay. Yeah, this lady who owned a store, a dog store, she had everything in her dog store. When I said it was the elite, it was down the street when I used to live downtown. It was down the street, her dog store. When I said it was the elite, it was down the street when I used to live downtown. It was down the street from my house. It was on the Magnificent Mile. Anybody who's been to Chicago know it. The Magnificent Mile is Michigan Avenue, and she had a store inside of there, and then she had a store across the street from Northwestern Hospital, and she used to carry her dog. She became my customer, a candle customer, through coming to this little culinary school that I used to sell at, and she used to keep her dog in a little bag. Lucky, I brought one for him, and I wound up having to take it back, and was like, it was defective. Really, he ate the wire, the little netting part. I had got a muzzle for him too because he was kind of wild when he was younger, and he bit through the muzzle. Empress Sahar. Ah! This is a nice little intimate family setting. It's our regular few. I wish everybody else would have came back. Found a favorite color? Awesome. I bet you look nice in it. Nah, he wasn't. I was trying to show y'all how I showed him how to give hugs. Come here, Lucky. Lucky. Luck Wuck. Come here, Lucky Wucky. See, if I was sitting over there, he'll feel more comfortable. He's not used to this little setup. Somebody told me that this looked staged or uncomfortable. Sunday was like my first day. Yeah. She said it looked too staged. And I was like, I'm just sitting on my couch though, but I don't know. I did have to get comfortable. I mean, because I am used to sitting in a chair as opposed to sitting on a couch. Nah, so I'm just not having it right now. Yeah, it's gonna be fun setting up Isis altar tonight. Welcome, Chadwick. Peace and love. We're just having a short little chit chat. We've been chatting since 4 o'clock. By the grace of me being able to run up the stairs in time, because I truly ran upstairs. Thank you for coming in. Is this your first time in a live chat? If so, welcome. Okay. Yeah, it just came across my screen for a minute that I was having connection problems. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out Nat Nation. He cracks me up. If you all didn't get a chance, I think I have it posted in my I don't know how you get there, in my community tab, my community page. I posted the live video that he did when he was talking about my hair some years ago. He was going through like different videos of mine, and I'm talking about Nat Nation. What you say his name was again? Mars Attack. That's how short my memory is. Jonathan. What's his name? Jonathan. Hold on. Why I can't scroll up? Jonathan. Okay. Not Nation. Anyway. Okay. What color is your hair, Chadwick? Thank you. Well, that was the whole purpose, you know, to not just have a blank, ugly, I don't know what color you call this wall, but all the walls in this house is painted a different color thanks to my landlord, my dear cousin, whom I loved. I love, but she used literally whatever paint was downstairs in the basement before I moved in here, and each room is painted different colors. I have a purple room. I have this color, this dull yellow color, and that's what I wanted to do. You know, just have something up that looked kind of, you know, to offset this wall, because I think the color is horrible. And no, I'm not about to sit up here. I've never lived in a place where I had to buy my own paint and paint over it if I wanted the color to be changed. I paint my studio. That's enough. I'm not painting in somebody else's building too. I mean, you know, two places. My studio is black and white. Oh, your hair is supposed to be gold? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Daisy by Marc Jacobs. That's one of my perfumes that I like. And then I just found some little flowers and stuff and some little lights to add behind it. Because, like I said, it was this traffic that goes back and forth. Like, I don't want it to be a problem if my daughter wants to go to the kitchen. And, you know, I think Bonafide, you was in here before. Empress, you was in here before when we had a problem. You know, when trolls used to come in and there was some things that were said that were out of pocket. And yeah, I just thought that this would be more feasible, so you can't really see people passing back and forth through there, you know. Yeah, I'm Chadwick. I'm gray. I'm gray and happy with just being gray. I think all my life I really wanted to be gray, so I was coloring my hair platinum blonde long before I started my dreadlock journey. And then I was a color specialist too, so that was my thing. Everybody in my family had some type of blonde in their hair. Everybody, except for my father, my younger brother, my sister, my mother, and myself. But now I'm just letting my natural gray just pop out and do its thing, and loving it. Exactly. That's what I say, Bonafide. That's what I say. Thank you, Chadwick. Yeah, I embrace my gray. My gray is just, it's it's not halfway down yet, but in some areas it's more concentrated than others. Like, it's definitely up in here. You know, if you watch some of my videos, you'll see it. It's definitely up in here, but it's all over the front. It's the whole front, but here it's just like a serious concentration, and then it goes back. I have a nice little gray streak, but it's gray all over, and it's probably about halfway down. It's hard to really see. I don't know with this lighting. You can see it up in here. I agree, Bonafide. This wall color does absolutely nothing. Nothing. So yeah, I did put this up here. This was actually in another room, and I put this up here when I decided to sit here and do the videos. For the, like I said, for the purpose of people not being in the video. Oh, Tiffany's still here. They've been calling you sir, bona fide, because of your gray hair. You know what? I get more. What do they say? I have people that say queen a lot, or sister, like TAH, sister. Okay, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Definitely sorry to hear about that, Tiffany. Thanks, Sandra, for relaying the message. Because I'm gonna figure it out, Tiffany. I promise I'm gonna figure it out. But definitely we're connected on Hangout, so I don't know what the problem is, but we'll figure it out. And I'm sorry about your loss. Truly. Or anybody that has lost anybody recently, or around this time of the year. Just losing anybody, period. It just seems like when holidays come and when you think about, like, family gatherings or whatever, a lot of times for me, it gets a little depressing. Fortunately, I would say just in this last quarter, I've only lost one friend, one high school friend, that I hadn't seen actually since '87. So, but we were on Facebook together. But he passed away in November, and after that, I don't think I've had anybody else that has passed away. But it does, especially, like now, what time is it? 5:30. It's super dark outside. That, for me, that just brings down my whole energy level. Want to go outside and then not want to go outside, or like today the weather was great. It was like 50 some degrees, I want to say. It was beautiful out. Had um a nice little shopping adventure at the crystal store with my daughter. You was born in November '87? Wow. Okay. All right, Chadwick. November what? Scorpio? November 19th. I was gonna say, don't say November 20th, because I have two friends that would. When Bonafide asked me about the Prince song, I was talking about the song "Darling Nikki." That was one of my. I like that song. But my friend Nikki, her birthday is November 20th. Okay, so you just had a birthday that passed. So happy belated. '87. That's the year I graduated from high school. Oh wow, she was young. I'm so sorry to hear that. Thanks, Empress Sandra. Okay. On a higher note, um, does anybody do anything for like the New Year's? Is there anything that anybody has planned for New Year's? Anybody going out? Anybody having anything, hosting anything at their home, or having friends over, or family, or just staying to themselves and relaxing, or as my daughter says, chillaxing? Yeah, it's also a disorder. Empress Sandra, my doctor was telling me that it's this light that he wanted me to get because of the lack of vitamin D, the lack of sunlight. It changes, as far as like depression. I used to have a Eastern Star sister who, I mean, she would just fall into a serious, like, could not work, could not function, could not make a meeting, could not do anything. She just stayed at home. My husband took care of her in the wintertime. But come summer, oh, she was out. She was popping. She was at least 20 years older than me. She was doing everything. She was at the festival. She was doing, as soon as winter hit and the sunlight was gone, it was over. Now, mine is not like that. But he was just telling me, one of my first doctors was just telling me that this specific light would help a lot. Okay. Chadwick, be safe. You on the road right now? Definitely be safe. Safe travels. Bonafide. Let's talk about it. He said, I want to do something substantial to bring in this new year, especially since, right. It's a new decade. And not only that, it's the beginning of the year that I will be 50. So yes, I agree. I feel you. I usually don't do anything. My nephew, he's going to be in New York, so he's going to be out there. Like they say, what it depends on at Times Square with the rest of the people watching the ball drop. Oh, you going to New York too? Okay. My nephew, he's a traveling nurse, so he was just working over there. He came back, went to Texas. That's where he lives, and he's going to celebrate Christmas with his son and my sister, his mom. And then in February, no, he's going back. I'm sorry, he's going back for in January. So he's just back for like a few days, and then he's going back in January, finish out his job, and then they want him to come back in February. So he's been getting around. But New York, they really like him there. Okay, fireworks, Empress Sandra. And wait a minute, Sandra, are you in London? I just want to make sure I have it right. You're overseas, right? New York would be nice. But Bonafide, what are you gonna do? Oh, you're in the Netherlands. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, well, it's late. It's getting to be evening here. It's 5:45 here. So it's what, about midnight there? Sometimes with the time change, I can't really keep up whether it's 6 or 7 hour difference. Oh, there go Empress Sahara. I was wondering where you went. It's 1:45. Okay. Okay, I see you, Empress Sahara. The New Year March. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be honest. I had a girlfriend that called me twice yesterday, and I'm almost positive it has something to do with inviting me to do something. And I have never. The most I've done is like gone down to Navy Pier for New Year's. If anybody's familiar with Chicago, okay, Empress Sahara. Yeah, if anybody's familiar with Chicago, Navy Pier is like a big thing. It's always something going on down there. And usually for New Year's, they do the fireworks and all that type of stuff. But that's the most that I've done. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Me too. Bonafide. I really want to do something different. Last year, I was asleep at 12 o'clock. 2020. Again, it's big for me because I'll be 50. I'll be 50 in June. So, you know, I started off this year really just trying to get my life in order, some things that I wanted to change or whatever, health wise, business wise, and otherwise, and just see how things manifest, just see how things turn out. I don't know. I don't want to be around a lot of people though. I don't. I want something kind of intimate, kind of small, kind of, it would be nice if my best friend was up here, but he was just here for Thanksgiving. So, I won't be seeing him, but that would have been nice. But I definitely enjoyed seeing him for Thanksgiving. Okay. Oh, no doubt. I definitely agree. I'm feeling like 50 is a great thing. 50, just to turn 50, because a lot of my friends didn't make it to 40. So I'm very happy about turning 50. I don't want nobody to get that confused. I'm just saying that's a big thing for me. It's a great thing for me. And so it's like, I want to do the whole year big. And I don't know what 50 is supposed to feel like, but I feel pretty good. I feel very good. You're 27. Okay. I forgot what that felt like too, but I'm sure I was moving around a whole lot more. I'm not gonna say moving around a whole lot more. Well, no, I could say at 27, yeah, me and my best friend was still here, so we were doing a lot of cycling and a lot of we worked out a lot together. Yeah, every year that we here, every day that we here is big. I agree, Mars Tex. No, I'm grateful. I'm just, totally grateful to most of my friends that are my age, their kids are grown. I still have a child, that I can talk to and hear interesting stuff that they talk about or think about or whatever, that way over my head at times when I think about when I was her age, when I was 12. So it's funny trying to relate to things that she talks about. So, again, a lot of my friends are a lot older too. And even the ones that are my age have grown kids. Because I didn't have ISIS until I was going on 37. She was supposed to come in June, my birth month. But she decided. She decided she wanted out, and she came on out in April. And that's another thing. That's a big year. Next year is a big year too, because she'll be 13. We're doing a rites of passage for her and everything, in the West African dance class. We're gonna celebrate it with them. Right, Bonafide, I know. Throughout 2020. Okay. Right. That's what we were talking about too. Bonafide, we were talking, my nephew already has a cruise lined up, and I'm just trying to see, I want it to be someplace during my birth month, or definitely, before July, and the cruise is not until July. I saw anybody that's been on my channel, they all know that I celebrate the whole month of June, the entire month, and mostly because all my siblings by my mom are Geminis. My sister Becky is the only one that's not in June, but she's still a Gemini. Can't believe it's another decade. Wow. And this year just flew past. But so many miraculous things happened this year. Thank you, Sandra. 27. 27 is a good age. 27, 37, 57, 67, 77. My mom is 77. Um, just being alive is good. Period. So I don't know. Bonafide, yeah. If you come up with a place that you want to, let me know. Okay. Go someplace else. If that's someplace that you always go someplace else. I've been there so many times. I wanna do something else. Yeah, Empress this year went by so fast. I mean, I remember it was just like seemed like yesterday school was just starting back. This was a good year of change for me though, because I all the fears that I was facing, all the stuff that I was going through as far as, anxiety, all the panic attacks and everything, and all the stuff that I was scared to deal with because of that, I faced those fears and moved above and beyond that. So this was a year of transformation for me. And it's so wild because even before this year came, I already had the Endincra symbol on my arm for transformation. A couple years before this actually manifested, um, I had this tattooed on my arm. I knew that's something that I wanted. I just didn't know when it was going to come. And I had major transformation this year. Major. Yes, it was. And it was necessary. It was definitely necessary. Yes, I understood what you were saying, Prasandra. Yeah, I had to. I had to. Chadwick said lots of change, total transformation. That's excellent. That was a big thing for me. Just to be able to just say, you know what? I don't want to rely on anybody for anything. I want to get in my car. I want to go where I want to go. I don't want to feel the need to, worry or stress out or feel like, what happens if I get sick while I'm out, or if I have a panic attack, or if I get anxious, or if and it didn't happen. And I'm talking about being around crowds was like a major thing for me, and social anxiety is kind of bad too, but I didn't let that affect me this year. I did not let that affect me this year. I would say it popped off when RJ, my little nephew, my great nephew, came to stay with me, and he was a busybody, and we had to keep him outside, and we just went to festivals after festival after festival, the beach, the park, this, that, whatever, and it just boosted. And next thing I know, I was just like, wow. Not only did I get off all my medication, but I'm actually out and doing good without it. Thank you, Empress Sandra. Thank you so much. Like neighborhood driving, and now I was like today, well, I wasn't that far from my studio, so I'll take that. That wasn't a big distance, but you know, driving without having my OnStar, that was a major thing because I relied on OnStar so much. And then when it got real cold here in Chicago, and I got a jump, my OnStar was working. They called the people to have them give me a jump, and something happened to my modulator. After they gave me the jump, my OnStar stopped working. I took it into the shop. They told me it was going to cost $1,000 for the part. For the part alone. Thank you, Bonafide. Yes. And that's why I can't wait. I mean, I hadn't made any purchases as far as like my different crystals and stuff that I like to keep on me at all times. Um, but it was so peaceful and so calming to be able to go to this place that I went to today, and I can't wait to go back because they have some other stuff that I want. But to pick out some more crystals and just I use them, for my well-being, for protection, for well-being, and just to clear my mind. and it's going to be fun and interesting, you know, hooking up my daughter's altar later on today, and, you know, just getting everything together. The screen is stuck. Is it stuck, you all? What's going on? 2 hours. So is it stuck now? Can somebody say something? Welcome, Decelia. Welcome, Empress. Is the screen stuck? It's fine. Empress, Sandra, the screen is stuck on your end. Okay. All right. We're going to go on for another 10 minutes. Oh, well, this is not our Sunday chat, but if anybody has, whoa, my knee tried to, a Pinterest page, Bonafide, an Instagram page, or anything that you would like to share, a website or anything, a group, or anything that you would like to share, you can go ahead and share it now. I know Bonafide has a Pinterest page. Bonafide has people, have they been coming over? Empress Sahar, if you want to, I don't know, if you want to put Avi's information, she has a live podcast that she does on Tuesdays. That's great to hear, Empress Sandra. Bonafide gave out his, wait, I'm going to come back, Empress Sandra. That is real good to hear. That's great news. Bonafide said his Pinterest page is Bona5. For those watching this on a television and not an actual computer or a phone, is Bona5, 2 separate words, but it's easiest to find it by Googling Bonafide, like the word Bonafide. Bonafide 70 on Pinterest. And Empress Sandra was sharing with us that her son had been going through, had been sick, and that he's doing much better now. Avi Unfiltered. Avi, AVI, Unfiltered. Check Avi out. She's on Instagram, and then it has like all the locations that you can click on or link onto and check out her podcast. She's also on Facebook as well. But again, when I go on Instagram, that's where I'm able to go directly into the link and find out, you know, the latest podcast. And if you're into nutrition, healthy, holistic living, definitely Empress Sahar, Bonafide, Ivy, those are some people that you would definitely want. Black Art, Bonafide, Empress Sahar is a health coach, a holistic health coach, Ivy as well. Cool, Bonafide, I like hearing that. That's great. That's great. And Empress Sahar, anytime. I just been kind of, I don't know, social media, I just been kind of laying low a little bit because it seemed like it was taking up a lot of my time and energy. So I kind of just like, I've been posting a little bit, but I haven't been on like I usually do. This it doesn't seem like Wednesday. And it doesn't seem like Christmas Eve. Isis was like, well, it'll feel more like Christmas Eve if it was snow on the ground. And I'm like, yeah, we would be in the house because I definitely would not be outside driving around. And now it's 6:00, so pretty much everything is closing down right now. But it doesn't matter because it's super dark out. Oh, Tiffany is still here? Thank you, Bonafide. Yeah, definitely. The garlic is definitely excellent. Definitely have to manage your stress. That's something that, that I have been having to work on for like years. And I still to this day, I work on dealing with stressful things. I guess one of the things that just stresses me out is the Chicago public school system more than anything. I would say that that's the one thing that really gets on my nerves, that kind of raises issues with me, dealing with Chicago public school system. And then also last month after being hacked, it kind of messed around it went into my business realm as well. I got canceled from my oh God, it was a lot. But anyway, that was stressful. But now I'm just like, you know what? Oh well, whatever. I wasn't able to accept credit cards this month at all because I got hacked and Square Reader decided to drop me because somebody tried to get a card or something so that instead of my money going directly into my business account, that the money would go onto the card. And so I had nothing to do with getting hacked. This person was in New York around your side of town, Bonafide, the east side. And yeah, tried to have a card mailed out to their house. I saw the address and everything. I wish I could do that. I wish I had the luxury of being able to do that. Homeschooling sounds great. However, I don't think that would work because I have to work. I have to run my business. It would be no more, definitely wouldn't be any more of this. Wouldn't be no more YouTube. I got bills to pay. I can't homeschool and be at the studio at the same time. Even though, and I do take the whole summer off, you know, because it slows down in the summertime. But, you know, yeah, I don't have the luxury of being able to do that. Got to pay the bills. But that would be nice. I've had friends that done it. It's a lady on my block that she homeschooled all her kids, and she said she did it because she felt she had to. She has a son that's autistic, just one child that's autistic, but she has 3 children. But she homeschooled them all, and her name was Imani. She said that she didn't like homeschooling, but I have a friend that totally enjoyed homeschooling, but she had the luxury of having, you know, the financial advantage of being able to do that. I mean, that's all she had to do was homeschool. She didn't have to work or anything. She didn't have to run a business. Okay, and Bonafide is answering Tiffany's question in regards to blood pressure. If anybody's having any blood pressure problems, garlic, sleep, less stress, potassium. I'm just going through some of the things that he said. Um, Definitely, I would say with all the stuff that he just mentioned, drink a green smoothie every day or twice a day. You could do a green smoothie with all that stuff in it. Yeah, leafy greens. You can do kale, spinach, bananas. That the bananas knock out that kale taste. And exercise. Even if it's just dancing in your mirror in the house, I do that a lot. Like when I'm not, like we're out for the rest of this month as far as dance class starts back up January 6th, Monday, January 6th. That's the first day back at dance class. And meanwhile, I just dance at home. But dancing is definitely, that's some Empress you probably see her doing all the time. She's always dancing. But yeah, just movement. I tell my daughter all the time, while you watching all these videos on television and stuff, utilize it in a positive manner. Don't just sit on the couch. Get up and move around. It's cool. It's okay to watch television, but if you're watching music videos and stuff, make it count. Get up and move around. They moving around using music videos. They're moving around. Isis is great. My daughter is great. Thank you for asking. Tiffany, if you check back a few videos she did when schools went on strike here, Isis, I actually had Isis on, and she was talking about how she felt about school and the school strike and this, that, and the other. So if you go back to some videos, Isis is, yeah, she's on there talking about school and the school system. Hey, I know I had this in the background. This is what I got to dust with. My little duster. Okay, well, I'm thinking we're gonna end this in about 5 minutes. I want to say it's 6:15 Central Time. So if anybody has like a burning desire, something that they would like to talk about for the next couple minutes or so, that would be great. I want to wish everybody, just a happy end of the year, seasons, greetings, happy for the. I can't see you.
$1. Like what one?
Huh?
If you got $1, like get one.
Okay. Do you need it now? Okay, could you hand me my purse? But you can walk past and you can still pass me my purse. See, that's so cool that anybody that's in the house, y'all don't have to see them. Y'all don't have to see my blackboard and all the writing I got about Isis education on the blackboard, all her test scores and stuff. That's why I like sitting over here. I seen him earlier. Okay. Oh, thank you, Empress Sahara. I enjoy doing it, and you all teach me so much. As I hope that I bring something to the Sundays and the chats, period, and hopefully to the videos. I really do appreciate you all for coming. I hope that it's, that you find some relaxation, a real low-key type thing where we just sit back and chit-chat. We talk about whatever we're feeling, but just nothing that's controversial. So I appreciate that. Okay. Empress Sandra's out. I just want to say we'll be playing hide and seek tomorrow because we want to do something different on Christmas Day. That's cool. The last time my best friend did that with my daughter, we was in a hotel. We was at a hotel. Matter of fact, we just passed the hotel today. I was showing Isis the hotel. He did that with her at the hotel when she was little, a long time ago. I haven't played that in so long. Thank you, Bonafide. Oh, thank you so much, Stone Cold. Bonafide said, yes, this is thank you very much for this wonderful live stream chat. No problem. Thank you all for being here for me. Really, thank you. And then Stone Cold Brickhouse said this live chat was a great beginning to my holiday. Thank you, Empress Stone Cold. And thank you, Empress Sandra. Have fun playing hide and go seek. Everybody be mindful of your intake of what. If you're not having this, make sure you're having a nice green smoothie or something. Putting all the good stuff in your body. I know everybody that comes in on the live chats, y'all about nutrition anyway, so I don't have to worry about you all. Thank you, Empress Sahar. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be here on Sundays. If you're going to be here, let me know. That's right. That's right, Bonafide. Get in that water. How you do that splash thing? I need that. Hold on. See, watch me start playing around with buttons and stuff. And oh, they didn't do nothing. Okay, I'm not going to try that. Oh, okay, I see. You all know I never use emojis on here. Okay, let me stop. Because now I can't see the rest of the chat. Oh, how do I take it off now? Okay. Okay, I got it off. Wow. Okay. I like that. I like that, Bonafide. Oh, Bonafide. And that's a dolphin. Is that a dolphin? I'm all up on the camera like trying to see. Thank you all for coming in. Like I said, this was just, I really only thought a few people were going to come in today, but I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you, Tiffany. Happy holidays to you as well. Thank you for coming in. And Tiffany, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to see what's wrong, what's going on. We'll figure it out. El Rise, I didn't even know you were still here. But thank you. Everybody have a great the rest of the week. Have a great tomorrow. If you celebrate the holiday, have a great holiday. And see, that was my school mascot, Dolphins, Whitney Young Dolphins. So Empress Sahar, if you ever see us talking about dolphins and stuff on my page, or if I say something about a dolphin, I'm talking about a high school buddy or something dealing with high school. Thank you, Tiffany. Sending much love and light out to you and everybody else. Okay, you all, it's going on 6:15. Definitely happy holidays, Bonafide. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll try to do this again. Hopefully you'll be able to make it on Sunday so we can see each other before the new year comes in. And peace and love. Hold on. Lucky, you want to say goodbye? Come on. Come say goodbye. Lucky wants to say goodbye, you all. Peace and love. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Yeah. Yeah. Bye. Oh. Peace and love, everybody. Thank you for the purple hearts. Oh, you just came in. Thank you for the dolphins. Thank you. Empress Sahar said, bye, Lucky. Say, see you later. Say, Empress Sahar, say, you see my little leg warmers? Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. Peace and love. May the rest of your night be filled with much pleasure, blessings, love, good food if you're eating. I probably won't be eating anything else for the rest of the day. I'm good on that. Bonafide, if I have to hit you up on the soup tip, I will. I'll see you Sunday. See you all. Lucky trying to jump down. Okay, bye. I release you to the world. Go. Be fruitful and don't multiply. All right, I'm out. Peace and love.